Hello, everyone. Welcome to Between the Realms, a video series that I began in January, on the new moon of January. This is the second to last video I know I will make of the year 2020. I'm recording this on December the 9th. And on Monday, the 14th of December, will be the final new moon of 2020. Time to time, as I've recorded videos here in this space, I've gestured to this beautiful lunar calendar. And when we began, we were all the way to the left in January, and this year has galloped by. I'll say galloped by. And we are now midway down that last column on the right in December, the 12th new moon. I will certainly be giving a little information about that. I'd like to keep this a more concise video since there's a longer one I think is waiting to be made nearer to the solstice coming up on the 21st. I want to mention that because several of the videos through the warm months were made outside. And it is absolutely a stunning day here at Lightspring Glen. You've had a lot of views of it through the camera and the times I've been outside, and today we're in winter wonderland. It puts me in mind very much of that wonderful Robert Frost poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. I am sure you know it. Maybe you even know it by heart. So it is exactly that kind of a day. Here we are, the 9th of December, and I'm just about at a particular wonderful anniversary of December the 12th for me in this beautiful place I am so blessed and fortunate to call home. On December 12th, 7 years ago, I signed the papers which entitled me to think of this as my place. And I know it is, but it isn't in the legal sense, but I was invited to be here. I am absolutely aware of this. Certainly I mentioned this in a number of the videos when I've had us out there looking at this beautiful land. So I'm celebrating this 7th anniversary of coming here. Here we are in the holiday season. Festivals of lights by all of the world's religions. The one I will be most a part of for myself is the earliest of the Christmas festivals, which was celebrated long before the major religions that we know today, the festival of the winter solstice. So even though it's a bright middle of the day now, unless you do not live in the Northern Hemisphere, you, like me, are knowing the days to be shorter and shorter and shorter. And I'll be talking more about the solstice and its origins, but regardless of what you know about your own family tree, genealogy, well beyond any that would be recorded and understood, going all the way back to our early ancestors, it was these seasonal celebrations, and particularly powerful one was that day of the shortest amount of daylight, and then the rebirth of the sun the next morning and the days growing longer. So we're coming upon that, and it is particularly significant in this year of 2020. I really do truly believe. I'm going to add some information about it. Someone may or may not be in the notes below the video, but there is a page, and I meant to look it back to find it. There's a discussion page on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put some notes in there. If you've never really done too much of a celebration or ceremony around that, I want to give you some guidance to explore and see if this might be the year you'd like to become more familiar with it. And I would strongly urge you to do some sort of ceremony on that day. We are, for the most part, unable to take part in groups for this event. I've been, it's going to be a solitary day for me. but it's one I'm going to celebrate with a great amount of enthusiasm, which I always do. So speaking to you about the new moon in particular, because these videos were originally timed and continued more or less through the year to the lunar cycle. The cycle of the larger year brings us through the seasons of winter, spring, summer, fall, and now back into winter with the arrival of the solstice. But the lunar energies are the ones that I've emphasized most particularly during the greatest stay-at-home time earlier in the year. I was doing them somewhat more frequently. I counted back today before I turned on the camera and find that I've done 21 videos. If this is the very first one you're seeing, do visit the homepage of this to see how the inspiration of it came to me. But in the week ahead, to get back to the ceremony part, with this new moon, which will be on Monday, and a solar eclipse, I want to just quick slide that in because I may forget to mention it. From now into the solstice, and then we have the other holidays with which we are more familiar, and I've decorated up my little shelf behind me to just help bring some of that joy forward in what we are currently experiencing, or what we've been experiencing in all this time. But this next week will offer you, and I'd love to think that you might be motivated to take an opportunity to spend time in whatever way it is, whether it's in writing, whether it's with a candle and simply being there with that energy of that beautiful light. And it's a season of lights where candles and that kind of glow is particularly moving, maybe some Christmas carols playing in the background. And find what it is. What are the things for which you are grateful this year? Have a ceremony of gratitude. I found this just the other day, and I want to read it to you. What can we be grateful for in 2020? I've begun to make a little list for myself, but here's something to think about. If 2020 is telling us anything, it's telling us enjoy the moments we have and don't take any day, anything, or anyone for granted. We have, yeah, my goodness, I just thought that was pretty to the point. And I'm sure this has crossed your mind in some way or other, maybe more than once over these months. A little list of what I've started for myself of gratitude for 2020 for myself is that with this quote, in particular, helping me to remember to be in the present, to not miss anything of what's right in front of me. And at the moment, it's making this video for you. It has been quite extraordinary to be involved with this video work, and I've been so grateful for the responses that people have given me about it, the ones that have moved you. If you go to the overall list, you're going to find one that's apart from these recordings, which is a piano piece I recorded. I originally wasn't making it very public, and then I did, and piano and my music has been such a refuge this year. And I recorded Clair de Lune, Claude Debussy, my very favorite composer. And so if you want a little music some night with candles playing, whether it's for the new moon or the full moon, and I recorded it on a full moon, I think it was in September. That's something I'm very grateful for, is how music has been such a part of my life again. It had been over a decade before a piano came back to be with me, living with me, and it's been wonderful to get reconnected. This particular, oh, not this hat. I didn't bring the hats in. There's someplace over there. About a year ago, because I've been so grateful for the people who helped me get the piano, I gave a little recital in a Christmas afternoon and played piano for those lovely folks, about a dozen people, friends and neighbors. And I'm sorry I can't do it this year, but this is simply the way things are right now. But it's been a year with many gifts. Maybe the one that I mentioned would resonate with you. I possibly one that we can all identify with in those months in particular when lockdowns or stay-at-home things were much more a part of our lives, I think the biggest gift to us as a culture, and other ones around the world, but here I am an American, here I am a North American, is that we had to step back, stay home, slow down. A time for introspection happened, and a time for reevaluation. This is a powerful year. It has brought us amazing gifts. There's so much that we can derive from these gifts and grow from that will help us to maneuver through what remains of the challenges of the pandemic and to recreate the world we need, that we deserve, that has been waiting to be recreated. So let me talk a little bit about this new moon with you, because it's going to echo some of these points, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to give one little shout out before I forget to do so, because a gift that's come to me recently is reconnecting with my writing. Given the season we've got, and it's one that has a lot to do with that. This is my very favorite snowman. I've got a little snowman collection. Christmas with my grandchildren coming up, maybe not. We'll find out if that is true. My train of thought was kind of chewing itself down the track. So not quite. Oh, yes, my writing. Thank you. Whatever happened, thank you. I've begun to write my blog again at Golden Spiral Journey, and I wrote in particular about two owls. One from the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, and I will direct you to a link for that so you can find out more. And just about the time that story happened, an owl visited me here, just across the pond, so you can read about that. It's been such a gift to return to my writing and sharing it with people. So speaking about finding your way to this and that, as I was looking for something to share about Monday's new moon, there's so much on the internet. I'm just one of a number of people who are making videos, sharing from their hearts, whatever it is that we've been attempting to do, those of us bold enough to come on to our phone cameras and create these and share them. There's a lot on the internet, and I was looking for something to share specifically about the new moon, and I came to this, Cherokee Billy, and I'm going to give you his link. Find out more about him if you like, but when there's so much to choose from, what you need to do for yourself is, if it resonates with you, then that's more than likely there's something valid to share with you. But he says some very specific things here, and I do like it very much. I just discovered him this morning, and it resonates with me. He writes, "It's hard to believe that this is our last new moon of the year, and it's in the wonderful sign of Sagittarius." I'm going to skip a little bit. Sagittarius influence gives our spirit a lot of color and dimension. So maybe that gives you some idea of how this new moon, as it's coming to us on Monday, might feel. This is the moon of rest and beginnings. Oh, I almost said roots. That's interesting. I'm going to ponder that. This is the moon of rest and beginnings. Since this is the last new moon of the year, it is a good time to say goodbye to the old and embrace something new. It's a time to be more creative in your life. Be open to that creativity and allow all the inspiration into your life that this special time brings. Allow new ideas to take growth. This new moon is about planting the seeds of what you want to see manifest in your life in the coming year. He gives some wonderful suggestions there as well, further to explore this possibility. I hope you have some time to do so on Monday, or on Sunday the day before, or on Tuesday the day after. The energies of these moons, of the new and the full, are not just singular on a particular day. The day before and after is equally available for its power. In this beautiful lunar cycles that we have been in, nature's cycles carrying us along, nourishing us with their gifts, We will have one more full moon of the year, a 13th moon. It'll be on the 29th of December, and in between the solstice. So that feels complete enough to leave for you. I was hoping to keep it to 10 minutes. Not that I'm in any way, I just know people's time sometimes is not as much as they might like from one thing or another. But I want to always, as I do to close, to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing it. This has been a channel that's grown its subscribers to 40. People do give me some wonderful comments many times. There's a little thumbs up, I think, below that. It helps raise the visibility of this channel that other people might be looking for it too. So thank you for helping that to kind of put some extra light into this channel. It's been a delight. It will continue to be. I know 2021, one of the goals I have is to continue this. I look forward to sharing more time with you. Many blessings to you. In this coming week, I will be on again around solstice. If indeed I don't have a solstice video ready by that day, I wish you many, many blessings for that incredibly marvelous day. And again, reminding you there will be information shared in the discussion tab. And enjoy. Send me a note about what is coming to you and how it is you spend it. Take very good care. Wintry blessings from Lightspring Glen, all of the wonderful beings that are here, and myself. Much love. Bye for now.